Hey guys, it's Nisha. Welcome back to my channel. So I originally recorded this video in my car and I was going to re-record it because it was pretty off the cuff and I just took my dog on a walk, and so I didn't have my hair done, didn't have my makeup done, and this is typically how my intuitive messages come to me. I'm typically not ready, not prepared, but I thought I'd just record a little intro to this video. This video is about the lenses of illusions that we buy into and how the reality that we are experiencing is just a cultivation of lenses of illusions. Or think about it as filters. If we are putting on these glasses and experiencing our life through these different filters. So for example, if you're somebody who experiences a lot of poverty or poverty consciousness or lack consciousness, one could argue that you are experiencing that because you are living through this lens of illusion or this filter. Think about like rose-colored glasses. It's kind of like that. You have these glasses on your eyes that only allow you to experience your life through the lens of lack, or through the lens of suffering, or through the lens of what have you. For example, sometimes people who have like a hard time finding successful relationships, and so they've adopted the belief that relationships are just always going to be crappy and it's never going to be successful, it's going to be difficult forever. That is because they have chosen to put on those lenses, put on the filter, or experience life through this lens of illusion that is going to allow whatever it is that you're experiencing to be distorted by the belief that you hold. So that is what this video is about, and I hope that I elaborate in it well in this video. You guys know it takes me a little bit to get to the point, but I wanted to just drop this in here as an introduction and say that that's what this video is about how the life that we're experiencing is because we are choosing to live life through these lenses of illusion. And that if you want to live a life that is more enticing to you, you want to begin adopting new beliefs, or essentially putting on new lenses that allow you to experience and view your life for what you want it to be. For example, if you desire to live a life that's full of abundance or luxury, right? Maybe you choose to put on the lens of abundance. So meaning that you are going to now be interacting with your life in a way that you view everything as abundant and lush and full of prosperity, as opposed to only seeing the lack in everything. So it is all a choice. It is all about adopting new beliefs that are in alignment with your highest timeline, or with the timeline that you desire to exist on. So that is what this video is about in a nutshell. I'm not going to remake it. I'm just going to let you guys see what I talked about, and I hope that you guys enjoy it. And remember that reality is very malleable. So if you're experiencing a reality that you don't like or that is not desirable to you, understand that you might just be living your life through a lens of illusion. And it's okay, because again, everything is malleable, and all you have to do is choose and adopt new belief systems that are in alignment with your desired life. Even if you do not see the physical manifestation, or even if you don't see the physical evidence that what you desire has manifested, it takes us to change our mindset before we can physically see things change in our reality. And a lot of times people wait for things in their reality to change, and then they think that their mindset or their belief will be different as a result of seeing things be different. No, we as humans, we are creators, so we create from the inside out. Anytime that we try to create from the outside, moving inward, the inward is never going to sync up with the outside that we're creating. The outside is always going to go back to what it was before, because the inside, the beliefs, the mindset has to change from the inside to affect the outside. So that is what I'm talking about in this video when I'm talking about these lenses of illusion. And understand that a lot of our beliefs we've been indoctrinated into. So this means that a lot of the ideology that we hold, a lot of the ideas that we have, they're not organic to the expansion of life, meaning that they were given to us. We've adopted them through the society that we're living in, through maybe conditioning, the way that you were grown up, your parents' upbringing, and things of that nature. Also, just being in society, the way the world is ran, one could argue that we are living through a lens of illusion collectively, and we created this illusion together, but it's not organic to the natural expansion of life. So there's a way for us to pull off this lens of illusion and again become a conscious creator and decide what filters we want to view our lives through. And we can choose to see the world from a higher perspective. And yes. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna let you guys enjoy this video, and I hope that you like it. If you do, please thumbs up the video, subscribe if you're new to my channel. I am posting more frequently on this platform, so I hope that you enjoy, and here's the video. But I wanted to talk about this veil of illusion that humanity has been under as a result of the pandemic, or the cucarachi, the corona. Okay, I'm trying to be encrypt, but everybody already knows. So YouTube already knows people talk about this. So but yeah, so my guides were saying that humanity goes through layers of illusion. So if viruses is just the layer of illusion, think of it like a blanket that we lay over our consciousness when collectively we agree that we are going to accept or acknowledge that something is real. So a lot of layers or veils of illusion, blankets stacking up on top of each other. These are just beliefs and ideologies that humanity layers on top of themselves. And when we do this layering of illusion, we are choosing to experience life through these lenses. So think about every layer as like a new lens that we put on our eyes, or a new filter that we put on our eyes, where we collectively agree we are going to view the world in that way. Therefore, that is what we collectively experience, because those are the glasses we chose to put on. That's the veil of illusion that we decided to layer or stack onto our consciousness. So the message, I guess, primarily was that the pandemic was just a veil of illusion that was layered on humanity that only was able to succeed because we all adopted it. And I think that in the past we have slowly been prepped for this time in regards to viruses and outbreaks. Like, yes, there were physical outbreaks in the past of smallpox, the measles, and these types of diseases that began to exist in our reality. So yes, maybe they did physically manifest, but I also believe that the fear of these diseases is what also simultaneously caused them to manifest, because it's just energy that we are feeding to an idea or a layer, a veil of illusion. And when enough people feed energy into it, it becomes a thick veil. We are living in it. I hope this video wasn't more poetic and less spiritual, but I hope you guys can see what I mean in regards to these layers and these veils and these stacking. So the next message is, if you want to go back to simplistic living, organic living without all these veils, angels, guides, and helpers, how do we go back to simplistic living without the veils? They say we choose the veils. We are choosing to put these layers or these lenses, you know, like, I need to grind to make more money. That's a lens I'm putting on. It's okay for me to sleep around and be with everybody and share my body with whoever I want. This is another lens. You know, whatever lens that we adopt to or subscribe to, politicians are corrupt and it's okay, and we're allowed to let these people rule the world, basically. That's another lens that you put on. So our reality is just the sum of all these lenses that we are choosing to put on. So think about that and the experience that you're having. Like, maybe your experience is that, like, you don't have enough money in your bank account, and that's something you constantly experience. Maybe you're experiencing it because, and I know this is, I know, I'll give other examples, but like maybe you're experiencing that because that's the lens that you have on. That resources are meant to be scarce, and it's normal and it's regular. Therefore, that is what you're experiencing. That is the veil or the layer that you've decided, the blanket that you decided to put on your consciousness, the lens you decided to put in front of your eyes, and now the life that you experience has to manifest in that way because those are the lens that you put on. I need to find a better way to sit this, but I think that's it. Understanding that we are shaping our reality through the lenses that we are putting on. This is the collective consciousness that we will begin to see manifest. So the pandemic is only a manifestation of what we have collectively manifested. And I know on a personal level, you might be like, well, I didn't want the world to shut down, and I didn't want people to get sick and their health to deteriorate. I didn't personally want that. But then it's like, think about the way that you have been living for the past however many years, maybe not by your choice, but by your adaptation of wanting to fit into society. We are overworked, we eat terribly, we, you know, have all these things going on. And so I feel like the pandemic was just a collective manifestation of the fact that we as a species are sick. So it really isn't about the Cucarachi virus. It more so is about how, because there's so many people in the collective that are out of balance with their organic human nature, collectively, we are now sick. Humanity is sick. Society is sick. And maybe the pandemic or the Cucarachi virus is just the manifestation of everybody agreeing, yeah, I'm sick and I'm tired of participating in life in this way. So yes, shut the world down, shut the earth down, shut it all down. Now, obviously, it's extremely inconvenient, but can you think about how many people might have been actually kind of excited to not have to go to work anymore, or get a pass from the government and get shelled out a lot of money? I mean, like, yeah, I get it, inflation, so it wasn't the best thing for our economy. But can you see how on a collective scale, maybe we all kind of wanted the pandemic to happen? I'm just being the devil's advocate, and I know it sounds a little bit twisted, but I really feel like it is just the manifestation of humanity collectively being out of sync with God, with creation. And what I mean by that is we were not expanding to the capacity that we could be expanding. This goes back into my video of like God consciousness versus the Antichrist consciousness, because it's my belief that, it's my belief that Antichrist consciousness is anything that goes against the natural evolution of life. So anything that stops humanity from expanding or progressing, because remember, humanity, us on an individual level, is just God consciousness incarnated in one body. So me, God consciousness incarnated in Naija, you, God consciousness incarnated in you, the squirrel, God consciousness incarnated in the squirrel, right? So yes, where was I going with that? Yes, the Antichrist consciousness is anything that stops the progression and evolution of God force, life force, creation force. So if these low vibrational beings are trying to enslave humanity and stop the natural progression and greatness of humanity, they would be considered in alignment with the Antichrist consciousness. These dogs are barking. But anything that is here for the expansion of humanity, here for the expansion and evolution of humanity, meaning growth and abundance for humanity, that is God consciousness wanting to expand itself in a beautiful way. So I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. Anything that is going against the natural expansion and evolution and greatness of humanity is Antichrist consciousness. And in the Bible they talk about the Antichrist coming back in the end times, but really I think it will just be more clear and apparent that the Antichrist is anything that stops the natural evolution and growth of humanity. Okay, so think about it on a basic level. If they're poisoning the water and people are getting sick, then obviously that is Antichrist consciousness, because people are going to be dying and getting sick, not evolving and expanding through drinking the poisonous water. Okay, yeah. This video was kind of random. I hope that you got something out of it though. Hopefully I'll be doing more intuitive message download videos soon. I will hopefully look a little bit more presentable as well. But it's not about me, it's about the message. So hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you in my next video.